So they wonder how, if I leave, how I'm going to live, what I'm going to do. You know, so if you could help someone
with that. But we have to think about, is what is going on right now working? Being humiliated, being isolated, because isolation, when you are in a relationship and the one person is over here and the other person is over there and you're not talking to each other, and you come in, a lot of individuals live like that. Married couples, one in one room, the other one separated, they're not together. There is some form of...
How can you say that domestic violence? How could it be domestic violence?
Because you're isolating. There's some form of negativity. There is some form of hurt. It's showing you, and then sometimes it escalates to the physical, because it's showing that there's not an equilibrium. There's not a balance. There's something that is not right in this situation. It may not seem like violence, but it is a form of violence that eventually, it might be like, you might say that there's different levels then. So where it starts down here, you start not talking to the other person, isolating yourself, and you start saying words here, dropping words here, until it starts to escalate. Because believe me, the pressure will start getting on eventually.
Yeah, and I believe it's negativity, because if you're married and sometimes the husband tell the wife something and it really went and it hurt her heart, so she prefer to go sleep in another room.
Right.
And then after that, them separated.
So how could it be? How could it be? How could it be if the wife chose to sleep in the other room, how can it be domestic violence?
It's a form, so that's why we're saying it's a level where it starts to simmer.
So let's say, for example, we're married.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, you choose to say, kick me and say, hey, take the couch. So I can literally press charge against you for domestic violence.
Well, it's a level. It's getting there too.
It doesn't matter level up. You say it's domestic violence.
Yes. But based on the research that we've gathered, isolation is a form of the domestic violence.
Yes.
It might not get
ladies,
to it might not get to the,
you heard that?
It might not
Be
get
careful how you tell your husband take the couch.
It might not get to the level of the legal system yet.
It's negativity aspect.
I like what the evangelist is saying. It's that negativity. It's domestic violence. It is not right.
Yes.
It is wrong.
And depends how you treat the man too. Because we're not defending just women. Men have some problem out there too.
Right.
But I see how women beat men and how the woman send the man out, and whatever she say, that's what the men do, because the man maybe love her, or maybe man was being abused by his mother when he was young, and then he's scared after seeing the woman reacted that kind of way.
That's true, and it makes him feel, it brings him back to that time when he went through that with his mother. So it makes him feel like a child. It makes him feel emasculated, and that's not good for a man to feel like that, like he's less than a man, like he's a child. He's like 2 years ago. He's like 6 years old. He's not, an older, mature person.
He's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. So that's
he's the head of the house.
That's it. He's a leader, and those kind of feelings. The more and more you keep emasculating a man, the worse that it will get for the relationship and the situation.
Dr. Heidi, there is some woman is confused. Sincerely, like you were saying, the producer was saying that when your tank is full, you already know who you are and what you want. But when your tank is empty, you want to get from the other person, you want to suck up that person's tank. But the other person have to be careful who they're going to go out with, because maybe you're looking at them on their body because they're pretty or something, but them tank is empty.
Yes.
So if your tank is full, guess what? It's not going to work.
Right. And you're going to feel, because sometimes you can feel like something is not right, because like we were talking about the humiliation, or they might drop certain negative words.
Negativity words.
It's like, something is not right about this situation. But a lot of women, they just kind of take it for granted until it starts to escalate. It starts to get worse. But we're trying to show you that it's always an issue of power and control.
Yes.
Where one feels, okay, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to make you feel less than.
That's right.
So it's a power struggle.
Yeah, I hear men were talking to his wife, and always he compare her with the first wife.
Oh,
That is not right either.
that's right.
Because that hurt the second wife.
Right.
Because the second wife don't know absolutely anything about the first wife. So
Wow.
that I believe that person need to read that book and talk about mastermind, because it will help him. Because a lot of men need to go to psychologist doctors to make them help them, but some people don't want to go because they say they're not crazy. It's not about crazy, it's about helping themselves
To get better,
because they can't find who they are.
to function better, to learn from that other relationship. That's what talk therapy is all about. You're talking things out, and then you're trying to connect the dots, and you realize, oh, maybe I learned from this relationship, or maybe I learned from my parents' relationship. It's trying to help you, because sometimes when you don't really get to talk to someone and kind of go over a situation, you might not realize that some of the things that you're doing, you're going to repeat it if you don't seek help. And that's what you were encouraging the brethren there, that there is help. So, you can say it in español también.
Lo que estamos hablando sobre violencia doméstica, porque hay mucho esposo y esposa que se pelean, y lo más difícil, lo más que yo veo que es problema, Dr. Harry's problem, when they have kids, have to see what the parents are doing.
Yes.
Que cuando los niños están viendo que los padres están peleando contra uno y otro, entonces están sembrando semilla en la vida de los muchachos. Entonces cuando los chicos llegan a grande, ellos empiezan a hacer lo mismo con su pareja. Y hay que tener mucho cuidado cuando están teniendo problemas esposos y esposas, para no herir a los niños cuando están en casa. Es mejor discutir las cosas en el cuarto, pero no enfrente a los muchachos y gritar enfrente a los niños, porque nosotros mismos estamos entrenando a los niños para hacer lo mismo que nosotros estamos pasando. Y ella estaba hablando sobre podemos cambiar su mente. Podemos cambiar la mente leyendo este libro. Son 21 afirmación para la mente. Tenemos que ser positivo y no negativo, porque muchos de nosotros pensamos negativo, todos lo pensamos negativo. ¿Qué puedo hacer si el hombre se va? ¿Qué puedo hacer si la esposa se va? Me voy a quedar solo, y ahí donde va a haber divisiones. No, hay ayuda. Ella es psicóloga y por eso la invité para que hablara hoy, para ayudar a la gente que tiene problema matrimonial, que los niños han sido golpeados, que los niños han sido abusados. Es tantas cosas que hay padres que son malos, que no saben cómo entrenar a los niños. Yo veo que padres golpean a los hijos y le gritan porque ellos tienen problemas, o tal vez la mamá de ellos o el pasado fueron que abusaron de él, y entonces él quiere sacar ese tipo de actitud a su hijo, pero hay que tener mucho cuidado. So I was just saying that there is a lot of bad parents,
Yes,
that
and the
parent
children.
the way how they treat the kids, and maybe because the great grandparents treat them that kind of way, so then after that they want to come and want to abuse the kids and want to train them exactly how the great grandparents and parents treat them. How can we help them?
Yeah.
Parenting classes. Parenting classes.
Oh, parenting classes. Oh, definitely. It makes a difference. Knowledge is power. The more you know how to help yourself, the better parent you will be, the better spouse you will be. You would think that people nowadays would draw more to trying to better themselves, especially couples doing these retreats and there's a lot of push for marriage retreats and conferences. So that's one of the ways. And even with the mastermind, doing different programs that you could do to better your relationship. It makes all the difference, because as we see on here, that domestic violence affects children in a great way. You see division of homes. You see a lot of divorces because of domestic violence. Homelessness, just like you said, a woman and children will stay with the abuser just because they don't have the finances, they don't have anywhere to stay, there's no one to help them.
That's why they call homeless,
shelters,
helplessness.
Oh, helplessness. Oh yeah, yeah. Because you do feel helpless. You feel you can't help yourself. According to the research, also domestic violence happens most often during pregnancy. We see a lot of times where if the woman is pregnant and she can't help herself, it's terrible. You will see like a woman who is pregnant, the spouse or the abuser will push her down the stairs or will beat her and all these things. And even...
You try to tell me a pregnant woman,
yes,
her husband beat her up?
Yes. That's a high time for abuse, that physical abuse to happen, because I don't know why that is. I don't know. I have to read some more on the statistics of why that happens. With domestic violence,
a lot of angry.
Yeah.
You know, because
and you have these early pregnancies. It's like a cycle, and the child is born prematurely because they have to give birth early, going through the stress. Maybe because the spouse or the significant other, maybe at that time they're not as close. We hear about spouses getting jealous of the children when a baby's born because they don't have that intimacy during that time when the child is born, and maybe when the wife is pregnant.
So that means that person, their love tank is empty.
Very empty.
Very empty.
But it happens a lot when women are pregnant. That's the time the significant other wants to lash out and wants to abuse them and put them down. And oh, you look like a pig. You look, you know, say all things, not knowing that the reason why they're pregnant is because both of them.
The pig get another get the mother pig pregnant. Because if you call your wife a pig,
you're a pig
that
too.
make you what?
A big one.
The leader of the pig.
Yeah, big pig.
No, the leader of the pig.
The leader of the pig.
Because if your wife is pregnant,
because
of you, exactly.
Yeah, because the Bible say that you and your wife become one.
Exactly.
If you call your wife a dog, or you call your husband a dog,
yes, you are a dog too.
You're a dog. You call your husband a pig, or you call your wife a pig. As a leader, as a man who's supposed to be a leader, that make you the leader of the pack.
Yes, very much so. And people don't really think about that. They're just trying to exert that power.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of power that is, because after they do that, they don't feel any more
love,
more in control of the situation. It doesn't really it brings fear in the other person, but it doesn't make the situation any better. But these are some of the things that do happen and that we want to talk about some more.
So we're going to go in commercial? We are the commercial.
Yes.
Somos de Conexión Mundial de Amor Cristianos. Para más información, por favor, llame al teléfono 561-660-7653. Si desea más información, vaya a la página www.usdescubriendotalento.com y vaya a la segunda página que es usdescubriendotalentoradio.com, promoviendo Segunda Oportunidad Ministerio. También puede ir al otro web que es descubriendoidolo.com. Puede llamar al teléfono 561-660-7653. También US Internacional descubre banda y artista, promoviendo y dando apoyo a todos los aspirantes y artistas que poseen un sueño y tienen el anhelo de convertirse en el próximo gran estrella de su generación. Nosotros también proveemos y dirigimos a todos los artistas expansión global. Tocamos su música 24 horas al día, los 7 días de la semana en www.us Descubriendo Talento Radio. Puede llamarnos al 561-660-7653. Y para si quiere descubrirse más, puede registrarse, que solo cuesta $99.99. También eso es para inscribirse y es por un año. Si quiere ser descubierto, si quiere ser que pueden jugar su música en 24 horas a la semana.
See, that we're just trying to tell everyone, if you're interested in what we're doing and you want to find out more, you can go to usdiscoverytalentradio.com and check it out. It's a platform for individuals who have talent. We all have talent. It's a platform for artists, comedians.
DiscoveryIdols.com.
So for the non-Christian artists,
It's US
Discovery Idols.
It's USDiscoveryTalent.com. For non-Christians, is US
Discovery Idols. Non-Christian.
Non-Christian,
Right.
DiscoveryIdols.com.
Right.
For Christians, is USDiscoveryTalent.com.
Talent.com. Yeah, so we're trying to let you see where we're coming from and how you're getting all this information that's available to you and all the people who are involved. So check us out on USDiscoveryTalent.com and USDiscoveryIdols.com. There's a lot of information there. There's you can see all the artists. You can vote for the artists on USDiscoveryIdols.com.
Different language.
Share with others. Oh, some wonderful, talented artists. The music from all over the globe. This is very global. So if you know people in other countries and they want to come to America, they don't have to come. They can do it from where they are. Just tell them the website, because believe me, I know everybody has iPhones, no matter where in the world that you are.
And just for register, just costs $99.
Yeah, it's very easy. So you just let your family and friends know about this. www.usdiscoverytalent.com and www.usdiscoveryidols.com. And if you wanna take part, yeah, there is a registration process that you have to do so that you can get that coaching. You can really get picked up and you can really start going places.
That's right.
Because a lot of the artists who have connected with US Discovery Talent are really going places. We can see that we are going places.
Yes,
so
he's discovering us.
Yeah, because our wonderful general manager DT.
Yes.
He's
for
allowing
people.
everyone to go places. So even if you are a business person, you can connect with DT. You can call our show if you have comments and information. If you want to talk directly to Mr. DT, you could go to 561-541-1878. If you're a business person, no matter where you are in the world, you can call 561-541-1878. So just a phone call away. So just give them a call and we'll welcome your views and feedback. So if you have the talent, you have the ideas, you want to do something with your life, you don't want to be a statistic, you don't want to be a person in a domestic violence situation, you can get out. You have talent. You have, you can make a difference. In our research, I just wanted to show this. It was saying that one of the highest rates of females that went through domestic violence, it was showing in some of the states that they found a lot of domestic violence. And some people would say like New York or Miami or some of these California, but some of the states that had one of the highest rates of domestic violence was places like Nevada. South Carolina, Tennessee,
I
Louisiana.
think we got cold over there.
But Texas,
No. If it was cold, okay, there will not be. They will have a kind of different domestic violence. Okay?
Right.
That's when they will have a ton of babies. But it's cold.
But
It's
remember,
when it's
Dr. D,
hot.
remember, Dr. D, that even if we call, the woman said, no.
yeah,
Whoa.
then you have the sexual abuse.
Yes, and then it comes to sexual abuse. She don't want that every
No,
time.
there's two different no.
Right.
Which no did she say?
What she said, no
To the abuse.
to the abuse.
No, said abuse. How do you know it's abuse?
Yeah.
You never know.
When she says no.
No, whenever she say no, it's no. It doesn't matter if you're married to a woman, she say no.
Yeah.
No is no.
No, yeah.
There's no way you can.
Yeah.
What do you don't understand? The N or the O?
But
Is no.
remember, Dr.
But-
D, so even the woman say no, the man get mad. He get angry.
That's what it's called. It's not a man.
Yes.
It's a child.
He get mad. He get angry, and then he starts showing his character to the person. And then after that, the woman get mad too because why? I said no. You have to respect when a person said no. You don't have to force a person to have a relationship when she don't want.
Yeah. There's so many other, yeah.
So there's mental, there's physical.
Yeah. Emotional,
Verbal.
even financial, economical.
Tell me a little
with
bit about the
financial.
financial. What do you mean financial?
That's what we were saying. Sometimes even with the withdrawal of money where the spouse, because you even see sometimes, a lot of times where I think this is abuse. Well, it doesn't explain it based on the research that we got, but I think that is abuse when he doesn't allow the wife, if she wants to work, to go out and work and
Some men don't
and
want.
bring the finances together. He said, well, no, you can't work, you can't do anything, you have to
Take care
stay
of the
home
Why?
and take care of the
The
children.
children.
Okay.
And especially,
is he able to
right, if he's able to financially take care, well, it's okay.
Yes.
But then if you have a spouse, if it's within herself and she wants to do something, if she doesn't feel like, she's a worthwhile person, then I think that's on the threshold of abuse
And
where
also-
you're not allowing, you're having power
There's another
over someone else.
There's another story that's not been told. Did she know that she was getting involved with a deadbeat person?
Because not even deadbeat, because this could be a spouse who not really deadbeat, but has money. But the power and control is like, well, I'm in control, I'm the rich one here. And almost like this person, the significant other or the wife, is going to be like the slave who's going to come in. And
What if the wife married that man because of his money and the man realized that there is no love, the only reason that she is with him
For the
Right.
money.
is for the money?
economical gain. She has
Yes.
someone that will take care of her.
Yeah, see, the one who's
Yeah.
looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you take that in consideration?
Well, then
Yes.
it's not. I don't know. I wouldn't.
see what I mean? There is,
But they should know already what the situation is. If it's an agreement where he knows that this is the kind of woman that he's marrying, a woman who wants to
So
be
there is
taken
no
care
abuse
of.
there then?
Well, there's no abuse.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
they know what they're getting into.
Both of them, it's like, hey.
But they can't switch and say, okay, they're in a relationship. The wife wants to work, and the husband is saying, no, that power and control where she can't work. She can't even leave the house unless he's with her. She can't do anything. She's shut in. Or even if she's working, he takes her paycheck from her and says he's the one in
Yes,
control.
yes.
And
Some culture. It's
That's
a
how it
double
is.
thing. No, it's not. Some culture, the woman say, okay, baby, everything going to be in one pot. The wife came and say, here the check.
right.
He goes and deposit it, and she still have access to the account, do whatever. Is that abuse?
No, I think if it's an agreement and they understand, the other one will know. Okay, I'm not gonna take out like $10,000 or take out a lot of money and spend a lot. Just knowing that it's available and they agree to it.
But isn't that in a normal marriage? Is that what's supposed to be? If it's our money, it doesn't matter who give the paycheck or not.
Right. Right, yeah, because you agree to that.
Yeah,
It's
agree to
equal.
I think everything is communication.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do, how much you're gonna spend. Okay, I need $50,000. You're gonna say, for what? I need to do this, and you explain it to them.
No, $50,000. You can give it to me after I spend it. I'll let you know what I did with it.
So, queremos saludar a todos. Gracias por estar en Facebook y YouTube. Y somos de parte de Conexión Mundial de Amor Cristianos. Para más información nos puede llamar al teléfono 561-660-7653, promoviendo Segunda Oportunidad Ministerio. US Talento Radio está promoviendo Segunda Oportunidad Ministerio. Alcanzo a África, alcanzo a Centroamérica. Mi pasión es para ir a ayudar a los niños que están sufriendo, que no tienen padre, que no tienen familia, y el Señor me ha puesto en mi corazón, por eso me ha dado segunda oportunidad ministerio, me ha dado segunda oportunidad ministerio para cambiar mi vida, para transformar mi vida, para hacer su voluntad. Y mi pasión es ir a alcanzar a los niños que están sufriendo, que tienen hambre, y ver situación como viven, y eso es lo que el Señor me ha puesto en mi corazón. Y alguien quiere ayudarme, pueden ir a mi web, segundaoportunidadministerio.org, y puede donar ahí en ese instante. Y también, si necesitan saber más de mí, puede ir a YouTube, puede también ir a Facebook, que es Evangelista Yolanda Bradford, y mi teléfono es 561-541-0762. Y si quiere mandarme por el P.O. Box es 2222-127 West Palm Beach, Florida 33416. Información de nuevo, puedo ir a P.O. Box si me quieren escribir. También si quieren llamarme para oración, lo hago también, porque me llaman alrededor del parte del mundo. Recibo todos los días, contesto a todos, para que todo el mundo sepa que hay un Dios con amor y que no estamos aquí para ayudar uno a otro. También estoy en fundraising for orphan children, que es el FundMe. Puede ir también ahí, me puede encontrar, que estoy tratando de agarrar fondos para niños, para los órfanos, para los niños que son órfanos, para ayudarlos en África. Estoy en África, Kenia, y estoy con el apóstol Isaac Sifuna, que es mi pastor, que cuando llego allá él me está esperando, y empezamos a trabajar como 187 ingleses que él ha descubierto, y hay demasiado huérfano, porque los niños mueren, los padres mueren de SIDA, y después no tienen a nadie quien lo puede ayudar, y la persona que es más mayor que los niños cuidan a los niños. Y mi pasión es para ir a ayudar a esos niños que van a la escuela. Para ir a la universidad, para ellos son $250 al año, y para escuela regular mensual son $10. Y también necesitan uniforme, necesitan zapatos, necesitan medicamentos, porque yo voy a la villa, nunca voy a la ciudad, voy a la villa donde hay mucha pobreza, no hay luz, no hay televisión, no hay baño, no hay nada. Y entonces ahí el Señor me ha mandado, porque a mí me gusta buscar a los que están sufriendo, los que tienen necesidad. Y sinceramente el Señor me ha llamado para esto, porque mi corazón me duele cuando veo a un niño que está sufriendo, y cuando los padres abusan a los niños. Y entonces ese es ¿cómo te digo? Mi pasión. Salgo para Centroamérica el 24 de noviembre y regreso el 26 de diciembre. Voy a ir en busca de las almas, porque eso el Señor me está llamando, que ya es tiempo para traer a la gente al reino de Dios. Ya no es tiempo para jugar, ya es tiempo para movilizarlos, porque el Señor nos ha llamado que vayamos todos a predicar el Evangelio. Y eso nos está llamando el Señor, y me está inquietando tremendamente. Estoy aquí con mi corazón. Puedo estar aquí en la radio hablando con ustedes, pero mi corazón está lleno, porque estoy viendo muchas necesidades. Estoy viendo que hay niños que están necesitando sábanas, están necesitando toallas, están necesitando muchas cosas. Conexión Mundial Cristiano me ha dado la oportunidad para anunciarlo, porque me están promoviendo para que alcance al mundo, porque tengo llamadas por todas partes del mundo que me están llamando y me están haciendo preguntas, y le estoy dando contestación. Y también doctora Heidi lo puede decir en inglés.
Okay, Evangelist Yolanda is trying to let everybody out there know that she's doing a fundraiser for orphan children. You can go to her GoFundMe page, or you can go to her website, secondopportunityministries.org. Sorry. So www.secondopportunityministries.org. to help out, because she stated that that is her passion, to help children. A lot of them, they don't have anyone to help them due to issues in their families, because as we were saying, the effects on children, that because of domestic violence, children are less likely to succeed in school. They have poor problem-solving skills. They're subjected to higher incidence of emotional and behavioral problems. They're more likely to tolerate violence in their adult relationships. So Evangelist is here to help the children out there who can't help themselves. That is her passion. So if you want to get connected with her, you could go to her Facebook, Evangelist Blanford, or you could check out her website, www.secondopportunityministries.org. You could give her a call at 561-541-0762.
And if they want to write me, then could go to a P.O. Box 2222 127, West Palm Beach, Florida 33416.
Right, that's P.O. Box 22127. That's 22127, West Palm Beach, Florida 33416.
Yes.
And her phone number again, 561-541-0762. As regards to the economics that we were talking about, domestic violence, it says victims of abuse from a partner have more potential to lose their job due to the domestic violence.
Yes.
And also it says that more than 1.7 million work days were lost each year to domestic violence, because if someone physically assaults another person, if they have a black eye, they're less likely to show up for work. They're less likely to be productive at work, because when they're at work, they can't think straight, they can't function. They're worrying about dealing with this other person once they go home at night. It also increases health risks. There's a lot of physical problems. You have to go to the doctor, you have to go to the emergency room due to domestic violence. So it affects a lot. It affects your mental health. It affects your ability to function as a human being. Domestic violence is not a good thing. And it just triggers all the way down to affecting even the whole job situation, because if one person's out of work, then the other person has to pick up. It's all these situations when you really think about it. It's not just the one person, but the whole community is affected because of domestic violence. Another thing I found when it comes to the history of domestic violence, this is interesting. It says prior to the mid-1800s, it says that it was acceptable for a wife beaten by the husband. It was acceptable for the husband prior to the mid-1800s. So it might be some history where, cultural history, where we just grow up thinking that, some men grow up thinking that it's okay to train a woman like a horse or train a woman like an animal. That's the way to keep the woman in line, by abusing them, by intimidating, by doing all these things. But times have changed. You can't treat people the same way. It was acceptable. It was legally acceptable.
But Dr. Hardy, I don't think all the women will allow a man to beat them. I don't think so.
But it's just the mentality how
Yes.
the culture has come, where it was acceptable. But thank God to women's suffrage and all these changes and laws, because now you can't do that. And even if the spouse, if something happens and the spouse is saying, oh, well, I don't want to press charges, or I don't want to send her to jail, now we see that they can't do that anymore. Now if it happens, then whoever does the physical abuse has to, the justice system can step in
But I
and
don't
take
believe
control.
if a man start beating a woman start beating a man, I don't believe they love each other.
Right, there's no law.
Because I'm not a kid, I'm a
Right.
woman.
Right, but some people think that's how you control the marriage, that's how you control the relationship, by coercion, by intimidation, but it doesn't work that way. It's not good for either partner. It's not good for the relationship.
Is it
And
1900?
yeah, the mid 1800, it was legally acceptable to beat your wife.
Dice que en 1800 que era aceptable pegar a su esposa y parece que es normal,
Yeah.
pero ahora se ha puesto violencia en el matrimonio, en los hijos y todo, y entonces estamos aquí para ayudarnos, para ayudar a cada uno de ustedes, para saber que cómo podemos ayudar a todos, porque hay muchos matrimonios que están pasando dificultades y los hijos están pasando dificultades. Y es bonito escuchar lo que ella está diciendo, porque es bastante información que no lo podemos terminar hoy, y la próxima semana, jueves, vamos a terminar lo demás, porque violencia doméstica es demasiado. La gente sufre, pero la gente no quiere decir lo que está pasando, porque tiene miedo que sus amistades, su familia se va a dar cuenta y se quedan en un matrimonio que sinceramente no está funcionando. Y estamos aquí para ayudarlos.
Yeah, it says here that in 1920, then it became illegal for a wife beating. So
That is too much. El director no puede decir ni hablar nada porque lo pone a pensar, porque dice que 1920,
yes,
dice que
it became illegal.
dice 1920 fue cuando se hizo activo,
Wow.
legal, para pegar a la mujer. ¿Tú puedes creer eso? You know?
Yeah,
I can't believe that one.
yeah.
It was a form of love in 1800.
That is not love at all. That is hate.
Because women was property,
Mm.
just like children and slaves at the time.
I
They were all,
believe somewhere in the Middle East is still.
yeah, like that. It's okay for that's true. And they can stone the wife or something, or they can still beat the wife. Yeah. Or kill her. Yeah.
Puede
So,
llamar
yeah,
al
that's the thing.
561-660-7653 si necesita conectarte con la doctora Heidi, que ella te puede ayudar. Cualquier persona que está escuchando, es bonito responder, y aquí estamos gratis para ayudarte. So, el teléfono es 561-660-7653. Llámanos, por favor, estamos esperando.
Yeah, it's just interesting, some of the facts that you can find out about domestic violence. And this, it says, while domestic violence crosses all socioeconomic classes, we were talking about this, domestic violence and being poor and being rich. But it says it happens more in
Rich. In the poorness.
in the poor. It's not, it happens more in the poorer class than. And then even if if you're living in a upper class family, it happens, but then it's not talked about, it's not seen, it's more shunned upon. But if you're a poor person, it seems like, and if domestic violence is there, it's almost like okay, or it's taken for granted that it happens.
Yeah, but he's talking about that the rich
Commercial.
often lead to violence.
So if you're interested in this great topic, it's a very it can take you so many
for
different
years.
so many different things. We just want to reach out to everyone who is online now on Facebook, or if you're watching this video, you can connect. You can go to the Global Love Connection and be a part of the network by going to www.usdiscoverytalent.com. And if you're an artist, you're a comedian, you are an actor.
Quiere hablar.
You want to put together, you have a script, because I've met someone, they were writing on a script and they were just waiting to be found, to be discovered. So if you're this person, you've been writing the script, you have a good storyline, and you want to get some feedback, you want to really see it come to life, because we've talked about Tyler Perry, and he was putting on this play for years and years, and nobody came, but eventually see where he is. So this is your platform right now. You have a great script. You might have a few people you think can be in your movie or your show or whatever you're coming up with. this is your opportunity right now. Go to usdiscoverytalent.com
And
and
have big dreams.
yeah, your opportunity is now. So you can just go online, check it out, register, sign up, and the sky's the limit. You can go from there. And also check out usdiscoveryidols.com. It's where all the artists are. You could see some of the global artists from all over the world. Yeah. Some great talented people out there. And we know that you're out there. So if you're watching on Facebook, just give us a call during the show. If you want to take part during the show, you can go to you can call us 561-660-7653. But when we're not online and you want to talk to someone, just go to the email is there, www.usdiscoverytalent.com. All the information is there for you so you can really be a part of something. You can showcase your talent. You can start singing right now. You don't have to wait. If you have a wonderful voice, so many people with talented voice, you in church all these years singing, no one has picked you up. Here's your opportunity. usdiscoverytalent.com. Just go right now and just sign up and become
$99.
involved. Yeah, your
99
opportunity,
cents.
as they say, is
It's
knocking.
here.
You don't
It's
have to
here.
be poor. You see what happens when you're poor. You get you get in situations and you get in a lifestyle that sometimes is not
You don't
very
wanna go
good.
there. Yes.
Right, so the opportunity is here to really showcase your talent. If you're a model, if you're a comedian, if you're in a band,
Yes.
yeah, there's a lot of opportunity out there. Just check it out. Whatever your talent is, just go to usdiscoverytalent.com and see what you can do. Be a part of it. See what your talent is. Email them, give them a call, and just let them know who you are, what you can do. Say, Mr. DT, I want to be involved. I want to showcase my talent. So the opportunity is here, and that's why we're here to let
It's
you
knocking
know.
door right now.
Yeah, it's knocking right now. The portal is open.
Yes.
Yeah,
You could call right
the
now.
portal is open.
Lo que ella estaba diciendo en USA Internacional, descubriendo banda y artista, promoviendo y dando apoyo a todos los aspirantes y artistas que poseen un sueño, gran sueño, y tienen el anhelo de convertirse en el próximo gran estrella de su generación. Su generación significa si su papá, su mamá nunca hicieron nada, usted tiene la oportunidad de hacerlo. Y son $99 para inscribirse, $99.99. Nos puede llamar al 561-660-7653. Nosotros también promovemos y dirigimos a todos los artistas expansión global. Nos expandamos en todo alrededor del mundo. Cualquier persona que quiere llamar o quiere inscribirse son 99.99 dólares. Y puede llamar al teléfono 561-660-7653. También tocamos su música, la 24 horas al día, 7 días de la semana. Y puede ir al idol.com. Eso puede ir ahí. Para descubrirlo más, vaya a discoveryídolos.com.
Sí.
También puede ir a descubriendotalento.com. Nos puede llamar, por favor, 561-660-7653.
See. Another, some more information regarding domestic violence. It says that 1 in 33 men, 1 in 7 women have experienced an attempt or completely rape committed by their partner. So, like we were saying, sexual abuse is a part of domestic violence. It says domestic violence in the 90s was one of the leading causes of injury to women between the ages of 15 and 44. more than rapes, than rape itself. The domestic violence where there was physical abuse, some emotional abuse. Domestic violence was the leading cause of injury to women, more than mugging, more than a car accident combined.
Dr. Heidi, but I think in the church is a lot of domestic violence, but they're scared to come out and talk about it because we're the ones supposed to helping the people out there and let women come together and see how they can help one another. But I want to ask a question: why do we hide that we've been abused by our own husband?
Yeah, and that's one of the things in the churches as regards to religion. We see that if they do a survey on domestic violence to people in the church, I think the reports are not going to be as high. I don't think people are going to be upfront to talk about it, to say, well, you know, I'm a Christian, but then yet I abuse my wife. I've heard of situations where it has happened and the wife or the husband has come to the pastor and the pastor will try to counsel them, will try to maybe pray with them, try to find some kind of way where there's some help or they can find some kind of relief for the situation. But it does happen a lot. It does happen a lot where you see domestic violence, but a lot of people, like you say, it's the shame.
Yes.
It's the stigma, especially when you're in church. Yes. And we see a lot of deacons.
Yes,
you see you see a lot of people
pastors
with big
kids.
big positions in the church.
Yeah, they're being abused.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to someone there, she was telling me how her husband abused her, so she had to be just submitted to him, and he's the one control everything. So when she opened her mouth to say something, he just told her to shut up. He don't want to hear it.
Wow.
And then he abused the little baby girl that he molested her. And then the little girl grew up and she said, yes, daddy, because she never know what else she think was okay. But her mother never know anything. But then the two elders left the house and they went out. So when they went out, they wonder why the kids didn't leave the house. But then when the kids get bigger, they came and tell the mother
and that they were abused.
They were being abused.
Wow.
And because this is what that's why we want to help people out there. That sincerely, everywhere you go is domestic violence. You know, I have this pastor, he's Pastor Ticklin, Dr. Ticklin. He's the one doing domestic violence.
He helps a lot
and he helps a lot.
People
he travel around
who have
the
gone
world
through,
and teaching women to love themselves.
So there's pastors out there, there's people out there that are helping.
Love yourself. One of these days, I'm going to invite Dr. Ticklin to come in and talk about.
Especially when it comes to the church.
Domestic violence to help the women out there suffering, and men too, because men being abused by women and being abused by their kids too.
Because
so you have to help them
it shows on here that religious involvement, specifically involvement from the church, helps to protect against domestic violence. So there's things that if you're in the church and you notice something, you can help someone in your church. You can say something because it does say that. It helps specifically being a member in a church attendance, where you see someone that's coming to church. If they're not coming to church, then you can't really see and know. But if you're involved in church, if you're attending church, it helps to protect against domestic violence, because then someone will capture or figure something out that's not right. And then, I don't know, maybe the Holy Spirit will, that conviction,
with the word.
Yeah, with the word, to know that what they're doing. Yeah, with the mastermind word, the master, the one and only master will convict their heart to know and say that what you're doing is not right. Yes.
So, estamos hablando que hay mucho violencia doméstica en la iglesia, que estaba cuestionando una persona ahí que era un pastor. Y el pastor molestaba a su propia niña y la esposa no podía hablar ni decir nada porque el pastor le decía que se callara. Y ella tenía que estar sumisa porque ella piensa que estando casada con un pastor hay que estar sumisa. No, el Señor no nos llamó, el Señor nos llamó para ser uno solo, para respetar uno a otro y hacer su voluntad. no para que sea más 100% que la mujer, pero son porque el Señor nos ha puesto juntos para glorificar a Él y hacer su voluntad y amar a todos, porque hay pastores y díaconos y todos los que están ahí están haciendo cosas barbaridades y queremos ayudar a todos de ellos porque no porque vamos a la iglesia quiere decir que somos santos, no. También pasamos dificultades, tiempos difíciles y yo creo que hay que ayudar uno a otro y tratar de ayudar a las mujeres, que las mujeres están sufriendo y cuando llegan a la iglesia llegan con esa carga que no pueden ni alabar a Dios porque su mente está cuando llegan a la casa, ¿qué va a pasar? Y el hombre abusa a la mujer sexualmente. Cuando la mujer te dice que no, y no hay que forzarla, porque no te casaste con ella para forzar, para que tenga relación con ella. Ni la mujer tiene que forzar al hombre para tener relación con ella, porque el amor no se trata de forzar.
Love is not forced.
Yo creo que Dios mandó a su hijo porque nos amaba a nosotros. Y mira cuántos latigazos Él consiguió para nosotros. Son 39 latigazos, pero lo rompieron la carne y todo eso. ¿Y qué pasa con nosotros? No podemos ser amorosos con la familia y con la esposa que el Señor le ha dado a una esposa. Y yo creo que es tiempo para que nosotros abrimos los ojos y enseñar al mundo que somos distintos que la gente del mundo, pero actuamos igualito que la gente del mundo. Y entonces, ¿qué gloria se lleva a Dios cuando nosotros los hijos de Dios estamos actuando igualito que hace la persona de la calle? Tenemos que hacer la diferencia, porque el Señor dice que somos luz de la nación, somos sal de la tierra. ¿Y cómo seríamos sal de la tierra cuando actuamos lo mismo? Somos rebeldes. Nosotros hablamos malas palabras, gritamos y después vamos a la iglesia los domingos y decimos que golpeando y llorando y todo eso, y cuando llega a la casa son lo mismo. Yo creo que es tiempo para cambiar, tiempo para avanzar en el evangelio y quitar ese temor y esa rebeldía del corazón. Y hay que preguntarle al Señor que circuncisa tu corazón para que podamos entrar en esa dimensión, porque el reino de Dios es distinto que la cosa del mundo. El mundo debía venir a nosotros, pero imagínate que en nosotros, los hijos de Dios, que tenemos la llave del reino, nosotros actuamos igualito que la gente del mundo. Acuérdense que la palabra dice que vivimos en el mundo, pero no pertenecemos al mundo. Entonces, ¿por qué actuamos como el mundo? Porque necesita transformación. Vamos a la iglesia, pero no estamos escuchando la palabra que está predicando el hombre de Dios. Y cuando nosotros escuchamos la palabra de Dios, nos cambia nuestra mente, nos transforma nuestra mente para traerle gloria a nuestro Padre Celestial. Él está sentado en el trono viendo a nosotros cómo actuamos como los demás. Y ya es tiempo, yo creo que los parejas, pastores y todo eso, hay que buscar a Dios y preguntarle que nos perdones porque no estamos haciendo lo que el Señor quiere que nosotros hacemos. Y lo quiero dar gracias al Conexión Cristiano por apoyarme, me apoyan y me están dando segunda oportunidad de ministerio, alcanzando al mundo entero, tratando de ayudar a los niños, que esas son mis pasiones, mandarle a la escuela, mandarle a las universidades y comprar uniforme y que viven en una casa decente, porque viven en una casa plástica que cuando llueve cae el agua, y llego a comprar zinc y empiezo a levantar en su techo. Y estoy con el apóstol Isaac Sifuna, él de Kenia, África, Kenia. Yeah, él es de allí. I just want to tell everybody thank you. Thanks for sponsoring me in Global Christian Connection.
Yes.
That's supporting Second Opportunity Ministry, and I'm here to serve everyone. And my passion is to reach out to the kids, and I just want to say my apostle in Africa, Kenya, is Isaac Sifuna. He's my pastor. He's my pastor over there, my overseer over there in Kenya. So we're planning to go to Africa in February. So he's waiting for us to go over there. And I just want to say thank you to Global Connection, Global Christian Connection, that is supporting and sponsoring Second Opportunity Ministry and allowing us to be here to expand ourselves, because I receive a lot of calls from all part of the world inviting me to come to the nation. But I tell them everybody have to pray, because without prayer I cannot do nothing. And I wait on the Holy Spirit to lead me to go over there. So I just want to invite anyone. You want to go to my page, is Second Opportunity Ministry. My web page is secondopportunityministry.org. You know, if you want to donate. And if you want to send me letters, you want me to pray, my phone number is 561-541-0762. You could go on my Facebook, is Evangelist Yolanda Blanford. Any information, you could go there and question me, ask me a question, or you could go to YouTube. I'm right on there on YouTube. And if you want to send me any letter, you could go on my P.O. Box 2222 127 West Palm Beach, Florida 33416. So thanks everyone today. We just want to bless everyone in the mighty name of Jesus. Quiero bendecir a cada uno de ustedes. Pueden más información, pueden llamar al 561-660-7653 para más información, para promover esta banda y artista que desean ser famosos alrededor del mundo. Llámanos, por favor. Lo esperamos.
Okay, yes. Do not wait. We want to reach out to all the young men, all the young women out there, because we see that abuse happens. The other segment is going to be about dating, but abuse happens. Something that we found that dating violence is a precursor to domestic violence. 22% of high school girls and 32% of college women experience dating violence. So, like we were saying before, a lot of times you start to get these signals that something is not right from you start to dating, and you have to know within yourself, is this love or is this something else? And you don't want to wait until you get stuck in a marriage now and then you realize, someone told me this, that this person was this before you checked it out, but then you went ahead and got into a more binding relationship. So you have to have your antennas up and know that when something doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right, when they say they don't smell right, then it's not right. So we just want to reach out to those young people out there, because domestic violence happens with the elderly too, I think. That's sometimes, right. But it's not really talked about as much. But we want to reach out to the young people out there, the young children, and the young adults, because we find that a lot more domestic violence happens when you're young and vulnerable. Yes. And then it transcends up into adulthood and later on in your years. Yes. But we want to try to stop it before it starts. So if you realize that a relationship is not right, then you try to get out of it and try to live a happier life. Go ahead, Evangelist.
Lo que quiero es darles para what do you call it, domestic violence, es, le puedo dar la escritura que pueden escribirlo, por favor. Pueden Deuteronomio 22, 13, 19, Proverbios 19, 13 y Proverbio 21, 9. Proverbio 21, 19.
Proverbs 21, 19.
Proverbio 25, 4.
Proverbs 25, 24.
Efesios 5, 21.
Ephesians 5, 21 to
33. Y Efesios 6, 1, 4.
Ephesians 6, 1 to 4.
Y Colosenses 3, 21. Eso está en la Biblia todo. Todo fui a averiguar. Isaías 59, 1, 8. Pueden averiguar.
Okay.
Ezequiel 7:23.
Ezekiel 7:23.
Y Salmo 11:5. Le damos gracias al más, pero hablaremos más
Micah 2, 1 to 2.
On Psalm 11:5. Salmo 11:5.
Psalm 139,
19.
Jeremiah.
Jeremías 22:3.
22:3.
Malaquía 2:16. Salmo 141.
Psalm 140 and 1.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So join us next time. We will be giving a lot more information on how to deal with domestic violence. Gracias.
Gracias.